This has been a long time coming, man. Like I just know this team is ill. This team is ill, man.
Exactly,
I've been waiting.
man. Salute to
Yo, I wait
everybody.
there on my boy. Yo, go ahead, my man. My bad. Shoot,
No,
it's
you're good,
crazy
leader.
right
You're
now.
good, leader.
Good.
Welcome to Broad Street Blitz Take at Night. Let's go.
Yo, yeah, man. Listen, I had to listen. As we
Yeah, y'all. I know it's last minute. I know it's 12:13 in the morning or wherever you guys are at. But welcome to a special. Even my Wi-Fi don't want to help me out, but yeah, with my guy leader. What up, leader? Leader. I you're muted and I can't.
forward because we've been wanting everything to happen. Do it like this, man. Breakdown. Let me go ahead and Leader Johnson, y'all. Just a minute. Give me a minute real quick. Let me do it off this.
Yep.
Boom. Let me do it like this. Yep. You got me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Just give me a minute, y'all. Yeah. You got me? All right, listen. First, we're gonna talk. I'm still trying to get on through another let me make another so I want this to be clear. Can you hear me clear?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. All right, bet. Give me a minute. All right, listen. Let me get it. Because I'm not in it. I'm not in it. Hold on. Let me get like that and let me. I'm on two different. Let me get out.
There you go.
Let me get off that one. Take one out and get. Yeah, here we go. Listen, man. This was it for Eagle Nation. This was everybody was waiting for this. It's been frustration. Everybody talking about Sirianni. I mean, it's been listen since we started this season, right? At first, the team was a do-over. I just want to make this clear. This is for all Eagles, the podcast fans. This has been a long time coming. And listen, Cool Cat, when the season before it started, remember we was making predictions, right?
Yep.
And the one thing I said, Cool Cat, was chemistry.
Yes, you did.
Chemistry. It takes a lot for chemistry, right? And we saw what they could do in Green Bay. Anytime you can score 29 points and not beat a team, that's a problematic offense.
Right.
And that's what they did in Green Bay. So now we coming back, and you had the game. As soon as AJ get hurt, okay, of course we're gonna lose some games, even though Devontae Smith was balling, and we was always in them games with Devontae Smith. That's how good he is. Nothing that you ain't looking at. Yes, he's a number one receiver. It's no question. So you come back and you fast forward and you talk about remember we did the predictions. Me, you, and Alex was like what 3-2,
Yep.
and we started doing predictions, and we was like, one thing we was mad. Cookie was like, listen, what's up with the pass rush? I'm like, yeah, the pass rush, ain't nobody touching nobody. So eventually, here comes Cleveland. Here comes Cleveland. Cleveland. I'm trying to my bad. Let me get that. I don't know. That's me. It's my that my phone. Okay, all right, you got it. It's always both my.
No, you good.
Listen,
You're good.
we had the pass rush in Cleveland. It was Cleveland, and then you saw Jalen Hurts. It's like they be making. How come they get so big when they want to criticize him, but when he doing good, the wow ain't that they the guy's back. No, Jalen Hurts been playing perfect football these last 4 games. 4 games. 4 games.
Yep.
The quarterback has to throw the ball. The first thing that had to be recognized is who he played with without Tampa Bay. I mean, they came on him hard. Came on him hard. But what I say, I came with Cool Cat. We lost that game. Oh, yeah, this and that. But I'm like, they didn't have his boys. What happened when both his boys came back? Have they lost? Have they even lost?
No, they haven't.
Like, you can't. Okay, we can talk about Atlanta, right? Remember, they was like, oh, the Eagles really easily could be this and one. It was something like 4. No, it could be undefeated. I didn't even say that. I was like, maybe I need to open my eyes and be reasonable with people. And you want to give people a chance. Okay, I can understand what y'all saying, that they could have not lost against Atlanta. They could have not lost against Tampa Bay. The way Hurts, even in his mistakes he was having early, was throwing the ball and the thing about Jalen is he's strong. Like when he run the ball, it's hard to bring him down. I've never seen him run the ball like that. Even though Culpepper was the biggest quarterback you ever seen, like he's a big boy. He didn't run like Hurts, right? So we talking about Joe Burrow, and we know Joe Burrow. He get all the love, right? I mean, Josh Allen and Joe Burrow don't get criticized like Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts have been to a Super Bowl. I understand Joe Burrow made his 16 for 20. It was 10 for 15 last week. Is nobody microscoping that he's barely incomplete in passes, man? He had a 1. I'm looking at that right. 130. 95 QB. Are we talking crazy? Nobody's gonna give him the love. What do you want to say? The offensive line? Every quarterback has an easier run with the offensive line. We're gonna say his receivers is back. Every quarterback. What are we talking about? So now he gives. Listen, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the year. He's locked in. He's locked in. Super locked in. And we talk about Joe Burrow. This should give y'all something. Remember the Super Bowl? He played better than Pat Mahomes.
Yeah.
Mahomes had a super game. I mean, you got to be injured on that. But that's how great Jalen Hurts played. Joe Burrow, he was trying. That was we talking about. Come on, man. We talking about 89 QBR. I mean, he was, Hurts had 95. So that's a good game. You still couldn't, and then the defense not getting the credit. When that was the question on my hand, though. I was like, we was juggling the whole thing when I was like, they're young, right? And they got to play together. I mean, that's just what has to happen. They have to prove it. Any question on the defense, I'll take with people talking because they're young. Now you have to prove it. Carter was good as a backup, so we knew that was going to be a monster guy. He wasn't. People don't know he wasn't starting last year. Jalen Carter 6 sacks off the bench. You got Milton there. You got Jordan Davis doing this thing. They rotating people. Thomas Booker is balling. You gotta give him his credit. And so
Yep.
it's starting to kick up. All the athleticism. I mean, these guys are strong, and it's just they just ain't been able to get there early. But now you start seeing to be routine. And I mean, they was chasing Joe Burrow. Like, listen, and Nolan Smith. Listen. I've been saying this. He's in a situation where it's in between Nolan Smith and Bryce Huff, and Huff comes around and replaces Sweat. But last 3 games, he's got 2.5 sacks. If we're gonna talk about Cooper DeJean, we're gonna talk about Nolan Smith getting snaps. It's changed the defense, and then N'Kobe Dean turning into monsters, turned to a monster, a Super Saiyan. He just been. I mean, every game. What are we talking about? And it was questions on him. Zach Bond gonna go to Pro Bowl just off. He's been doing it. Now you got that's the best combination of middle linebackers I've seen with the Eagles. And then you talk about the cornerbacks is such a difference this year. You can just see it, man. You see what Cooper did to Jamar. He sunned him.
Mm-hmm.
He sunned him. I mean, that was crazy. He's hype about playing football. He get in there. Nolan Smith had to pass the fence. It's what make Vic Fangio likes him, and he puts him around the field. With Bond and Dean stopping the run like they do, helping stop the run, running backs can't have fun against the Eagles. That's one thing that's been a little consistent. Like Bijan had his little time, whatever. Man, it's crazy. Barkley. It's just looking crazy, right? When Dallas get back, talk about tight ends. Grant Calcaterra is, but he looked fast though. He looked fast, man. When he catch the ball, he'd be out. Like he run, he move. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be good to have 2 tight ends. Eagles are used to having 2 tight ends. L.J. Smith, Brent Selleck, Jack Ertz. I mean, it's been years. They always. Chad Lewis, they always have tight ends, and try to have a backup. But that offense, and then Fred Johnson is. Listen, you think we're gonna be able to keep him next year? This cat gonna get a contract the way he doing it. I mean, see what he did to.
Yep.
He really was their best pass rusher. The guy, what's his name, man, from Cincinnati? Man, Trey. Was it Hendrickson? This guy's the lead pass rusher for these guys. The defense is physical.
Yep.
Physical. And Rodgers, I'm surprised. I just didn't think they was going. I thought they was going to Devin White him because it was like, remember, he was a starter. And then just
right.
Like Devin White was, looked at to be a big piece. And they just basically, you ain't been seeing Rodgers. He might return some kicks. He might. But, I mean, he was supposed to be the starter. But this is how good Cunha been. I mean, when you got taller, faster, jump higher. And then Avante, I knew he was going to not be the third. I just thought it would be like the next year. But Cooper has snatched the job, man. He snatched the job. It really was a good game. I'm looking at Bond with 12 tackles and Dean with another 9. Like it's crazy how good they playing every game. That game was exciting. It was exciting. I was at the Eagle. I had everybody in Philadelphia on Broad Street. We on Broad Street Blitz tape. Broad Street was jumping. People was coming out. That's the best game. Whatever. Okay, now you're happy now. I thought he wasn't. The one guy that told me, "Oh, he's not really a starting quarterback." I'm like, this man been winning since high school with different dude. Like for real, this is his lifestyle to adapt and be a game changer to the adaptation of things. That's what he does.
Right.
So yeah, cool. Listen, man. I just want to listen. And then what's not being looked at is the return game really been dangerous. Like everybody who's got a chance to return the ball, Coop DeJean, he's been good as a returner. He's like 15 yards last game per return, punt return. Listen, anybody put that, and Rodgers is fast, so he's always going to be an addition there. And when you know what's going on about the defense and the offense, other players are making other players better because they'll pay attention to AJ Brown and Devontae, right? And then here comes Saquon. He gets to get off because Saquon wasn't really banging it early.
Right.
That whole game, you know what they don't say? Who was Hurts the whole game? He knew who to give it to. He knew what play to make. He knew what run to make. Because it wasn't Saquon early. Saquon came on later. It was then Hurts did the what? To the Devontae. That pass to Devontae was crazy. That was crazy. Are you serious? I say you showing off. I was all the Eagle Bar. I was the one saying it. You showing off, Jalen. You showing. Do you see how perfect? I mean, they got to start. And I heard somebody else say he wasn't accurate. Who said that? Who said that? It was. Oh man, it was. I mean, I got to get that. But it was one of the analyst guys. It was like, no, Colin Coward. You said he wasn't accurate. Did you see those passes he did to AJ? And are you crazy? Do you see the pass he threw to Saquon Barkley in the first game? Are you people are really y'all disrespectful. Y'all disrespectful. Like, yeah, real talk. This man, now he's here. He's back. Now you finna see something because that training camp thing wasn't a lie. He was nice in training camp. Like he was you couldn't do nothing with him. So when you get in the game, things get different. All right. You're going against defenses and they looking at your tape. And you also he had to get used to, you might say one player. This is Saquon Barkley. This is not your average running back. You have to get used to throwing them when you're going to throw him the ball, when you're going to run the ball, him being out there, his energy, everything. And everybody's already mentally good. You could tell from training camp, this team was totally different, mentally good. Remember, Cool Cat, we like these guys were there. They were training camp wasn't like no animosity. That's why I didn't listen to all that stuff they were saying about Nick and what's going on with the team. Here we go with the talking. No, they have to get used to each other. Then when AJ goes, the guy you practice with, their main receiver, he's hurt. Things get different. Now you have to figure out how to get other receivers the ball, other guys the ball on the go. You know, so now they're all back. And you mean to tell me everybody, oh, they're surprised that AJ Brown and Devontae, they're doing good with these two guys. The last time they was in, they ran it through Green Bay. The defense just wasn't ready. They ran it through 30. Were we forgetting? Everybody's healthy now. So, yeah, man, I was waiting because I was saying, listen, man, everybody talking crazy. Chill out. Let these boys, you got a new defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. But the good thing about it is these are dogs that are coordinated. Moore is a genius. Then he's a former quarterback. He's a former quarterback. They always mesh, just like Frank Reich and Carson Wentz did. Now you got Hurts, got somebody who understands his language. He's a quarterback. This is what it is. Doug Peterson was a former quarterback.
Yeah.
Understand his language. That's it. So that's that part. And then Vic Fangio's a dog. We 8th in the league right now, y'all. Defense. 8th in the league. Okay, you talking about an offense like that, and they got 8th in the league defense, and these are young boys. They faster. Right now they at their prime athletically. Not how they going, but athletically they can run. You know what I'm saying? Jump. They can pass rush. We talk about Nolan Smith 4.3. Quinyon Mitchell 4.3.
Yep.
Cooper DeJong 4.4. Mm-hmm. We forget Isaiah Rodgers 4.3. What are we talking about? Y'all forgetting like these guys? They're gonna get there. We just had to have them play, especially the defense. And I'm happy about the defense. Happy about that, man.
Yep. So let's go ahead and let's get some grades. We'll do it differently for you. So offense and defense and coaching staff. What grade would you give all three phases of the ball in the coaching staff?
Well, offense. That's an A+. Just the offense, because you know what make it an A+? The fact that Lane Johnson was out and Fred Johnson held his own. Mm-hmm. How long has Fred Johnson been holding his own? Like and that's a story because Fred Johnson said it. It was a time last year, and Stoutland said he's not going to give up on him. That's what he told him. I'm not going to give up on you.
Yep.
He said, I'm not going to give up on you. I'm not. And so That story was from training camp. He said that, last year he said it. So to see that he's doing this good, Stalling's something different, man. I don't. We had Howard Mudd. We we done had some. Howard Mudd was good offensive line coach, but Stalin a different beast. Like we don't forget that Vitae came in for Jason Peters during the Super Bowl run. Yeah. About Tyler Steen has been holding his own at the guard when Landon's out or somebody's out. Steen, listen, he's really been like Stalin's good, and that's another thing. When you got a good offense, man, the offensive line, it's always good when the offensive line is elite. I mean, that's how when Dallas could be happy back in those days. Laughing at Dallas, but but the defense. Do I want to? I say B plus.
Mm-hmm.
For one, it's 17 points. So that's where the A part of it come from. They didn't get the goal. I mean, they really got in Cincinnati, but then the fact that your slot can hold the number one receiver on the Cincinnati Bengals, that's where this is where the plus is coming from, not just the B. It's like it was parts about their game. They couldn't do nothing. As good as Joe Burrow was trying to play, he was trying too. Like Joe was throwing he was trying to throw some passes, man. He just couldn't get nowhere. When people are not open, they're not open. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. Special teams, well, they had a day off. I give them a C. They had Did they really get a chance to did Jake Elliott have to really help us? I mean, at the end of the game, he just kicked the field goal like, hey, okay, thank you. Put me in the game. He didn't really have to be a lifesaver. If I have to really say it like that, the coaching staff is an A plus. Crazy like that. That was crazy. Like all the pressure. There's another thing. This is Philadelphia, so we got to give them credit on this part. It's hard to, as a player and a coach, if you ain't doing what they think you should be doing, you're gonna get it. Right. So how do you go over that? How do you overcome that? This was a test for Sirianni. I told you in the pod, I'm like, I'm a fan, man. I ain't going away from dude but doing this thing, and you gotta let him do his thing. And look at him. We done won. What is this? Like, what clutch is that? You just had the fans like, okay. We talking about the bar, right? 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks. No, when they lost against Tampa Bay. Oh. I was at the bar and they were ready to even when he won against New York. No, not New York. First it was Cleveland. When he won against Cleveland, they said, fire Sirianni. They still saying fire him. New York. Oh, so no, he's really the problem. When anything now I'm hearing, well, if it went wrong, it would have been Sirianni. What you talk? This is how you get congratulated. Brandon Graham said he had a hard time. Shoot, I was there when they booed McNabb. Man, I was because they wanted Ricky Williams. Remember that like that? That was they booed McNabb. They booed him. Like, listen, man, this is Philly. So how you overcome? You have to if you're gonna be tough. If you bout it, yeah, you gonna have to be tough. And I gave Nick Sirianni all that. And Fangio with the second back, Fangio, he gave their identity back because I'm an Eagle. I've been a diehard Eagle fan. And we don't ride without a physical defense, bro. Every year. I don't care if we got Mike McMahon at quarterback. Remember them years? Oh, my God. It's bad memory. Bubby Brister at quarterback. I don't care who we had. We had a defense that's going to go, pow. Somebody going to sack you. I just ain't never, not in my life, I ain't never saw a defense. So when they wasn't sacking, I was like, I dig it, cool cat, man. Yeah, that's not right. We got people running. William Fuller, Hugh Douglas, Corey Simon, Darwin Walker. We can go down the line. Look at Andy Harmon. We can go down the line. We had dogs. We always had dogs. Byron Evans, Jeremiah Trotter, William Thomas. We had dogs. Lito Shepherd, Troy Vincent. I mean, what do you want? Bobby Taylor. We want Michael Zordich. What you want? Listen. When they started sacking, it was like, oh yeah, we talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So The last 3 games, what had the defense did? They scoring on us? Is anybody scoring on us?
Nope.
We could have easily made Daniel Jones, cool cat, look like Jared Goff if we wanted to, or even lesser than that. He could have looked like Winston or somebody solid, right? But Daniel Jones looked like what he's supposed to look like. They put him to 3 points. That's an embarrassment. Listen, because of the Hard Knocks, that's why I'm saying that. Y'all deserve, we could have went and messed that up. Could have been a 26-17 game. You would have had the Eagle fans like, oh no, they beat them, but they beat the Browns, like how they did the Browns. Oh, they beat them, but they ain't really impressed me. Everybody has games. Look at the Ravens. Nobody talking about that, right? Nope. Eagles get the pressure. You playing in Philly. Even the announcers that's not even from Philly, Dan Orlovsky and all of them talking crazy about the Eagles. Marcus Spears, Swagoo. You Swagoo. Listen, but why y'all ain't talking about the Ravens like that? That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. But as soon as the Eagles, it's not even only just Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna keep this real. We know Kansas City's the champions. We know they're the elite team, the best team in the league. But the team that everyone expects to unthrone Kansas City, or ever since the Super Bowl, ever since 2022, the Eagles better be in the Super Bowl or they getting the pressure. Jalen Hurts, I mean, the way they talking about Jalen Hurts because he had a season last year that he had to stick with a guy that didn't never be an offensive coordinator. Sean Desai was never talk about their defense and all that, but Brian Johnson, the decisions he was making last year, it's a difference. Don't you see the difference, cool cat? Like how Kellen Moore knows, even through his mistakes, it's something working. You know, I think Jalen Hurts saved them last year. I told you they rode on talent last year. It was just talent because AJ Brown was good, because Smith was good, because Goddard was good, and he got hurt. And then Hurts was good, you know. But you need a coordinator. Everybody talk all that mess all you want. It's only few special people. And look at Mahomes here this year. What? See, man. See,
go ahead. If Broad Street Blitz that night, say it.
Yo, wake him up. Mahomes is the best player in the league to me, right? But when you having a slump and you having a bad time, have a bad time, right? Everybody should get judged the same way. Jalen Hurts got the most pressure as a star in this league. Dak Prescott didn't even get there last year, right? Dak Prescott had this, he was having the MVP time until he slumped.
Right.
He stunk it up. Jalen Hurts was playing at his best, at his worst last year, and it was still an MVP conversation. Do we remember? Dak Prescott was playing at his best, but Jalen Hurts was still in the conversation at his worst when they were saying, "Oh, he was still in the conversation." Before he dropped out, I believe you know he was in the conversation. So how great do we think he is? And then I mean they crucifying him. Dak Prescott don't look like he can. He looks scared out there, man. I don't know what he doing. Like that look. This look on football. Look, we on Blitz tape right now, right? What are they doing? Like they don't. The running game had like under what, like 46 yards, something like that. The Dallas Cowboys. When you saw that game, then they came back like, oh my God, what are they doing? You talk about identity. That's crazy. They look like a shell of themselves.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Mike, let's go back, cool cat. Go back to something we done talked about. Micah Parsons. I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell y'all now. I know the Parsons family. And I remember when he was in Central Dauphin and went to Harrisburg, it was controversy. That's why he transferred. Micah don't like and he don't like losing. He don't like losing. It's controversy and he don't like losing. I mean, he got to be pissed off right now. Because it ain't like, I'm going to tell y'all now, the Cowboys ain't making the playoffs. They done lost too much.
Mm-hmm.
You
say it, leader. Say it.
Dak gonna have to show me something. Listen, the Cowboy fan, listen. Just listen to me.
Hold on.
And you have to by watching the games.
Hold on, say it.
Yo, by watching the games, y'all gotta be like, oh, I know y'all holding your stomach. Y'all got COVID. Watching Dallas, you got COVID. You got COVID. You gotta be sick. You know, lost taste in your mouth. You can't taste no food. You can't. You're sick. Oh my God, what you throwing up? This is crazy. I have never seen the Dallas look like this ever. I'm talking lost, and it's Jerry Jones' fault. I'm gonna say it again. Next time somebody say, "Oh, he spent all this money," what? Jerry spent the wrong money. First, if you was gonna pay Dak, you should have paid him early. Should have paid him early. Now you had to give him, and why would you give in to negotiations now? You can have him and let him go and then do your starting over. Now you done paid him all this money for long term. If that's who you didn't want, if you wanted him, you should have got him. Y'all need to blame Jerry. Jerry want to play like he got big ball, big nuts. He playing a pissing contest. That's what he doing. Why are you talking to CD Lamb? Oh, it's no rush. It's no rush. Y'all ain't got no running back. This is why y'all didn't have no running back. This is who y'all need. Y'all need y'all weapon to be happy and get other guys. And then Derrick Henry came out and said it. He didn't get a call. My boy Jason Donaldson, man. I'm saying this on. Listen, you gonna come to me and talk about some. I don't know. I guess it's the record. Something with the Eagles and Cowboys. I said, let me retweet. Let me share this. Some 37. I don't know what that is, brother.
Yeah, I think Dak Prescott is like, let's see, 5 and something or 8 or something versus us. That nonsense they always do. Say.
Okay. You know what? I just want to make people happy. So I'm gonna say that. Okay, go ahead. Put the record up. But what year did he go to the Super Bowl? That is crazy. Is that what y'all saying? That y'all happy with that? Oh, at least he got every time Dak play you. But okay, when he beat us, where did he? Oh, he went to the playoffs and what happened? Okay, he's always getting. There's so many losses that's crazy that happen because when it's time for the clutch, that's when he gets funny. When it's time for the clutch, he makes the most weirdest calls in his head. Like, I don't know what he does. Okay, so we go past that. All that record. And then y'all talking about Super Bowl. My uncle was like, the Super Bowls. I said, Uncle, y'all ain't been back in the millennium. It was the Y2K. Lights was about to get cut out. Rice, everybody was getting rice. Y'all ain't been back since the new millennium. Like, what are you talking about? I just want to say, Cowboy fans, stop it. Start being like us, Eagle fans. When we bad, we trashing. They get motivated to get good because you don't want to come out to booze. You don't want booze at halftime. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's totally like, I don't know what is going to make y'all realize that. And y'all need to run Jerry out. We didn't like Norman Brayman, but we was still trying to win. Norman Brayman was the owner when Buddy Ryan was around. And Rich Kotite, he was the owner around that time. And just like the Sixers, we ain't like Harold Katz. Nobody like Harold Katz. Not especially Barkley. He ain't like Harold Katz. But I'll tell you this: when the Phillies say get out, you got to go. You got see Dallas. Y'all too delusional. Philly fans argue with each other. You got some that be like, that might say win, and then others be like, oh, no, you tripping. No, they this. See, that's how we sharpen our own fangs. Because we be going at each other. Then when we come to the game, it's like, we got we got in the Lincoln Financial. Nobody knows. I guess if they don't know, there is a courthouse in the Lincoln Financial. You know why? You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because we get stupid. Veteran Stadium used to, oh my God, my cousin Doug, RIP, my cousin Doug used to work there. A lot of my family used to work at the Veteran Stadium and clean up, man. And yo, man, this is the Eagles. This is Philly. I'm just telling, this is insiders here because sports fans, there's nobody, and the Eagles know that we riding with y'all everywhere. We're going to be whispering in your ear. If you losing, you going to know you lost. It was people like Nelson Aguilar. Even Bryce Huff early in the season had to be like, man, I got to turn my social media off. Philly. I bet he started sacking. I'm just saying, man. I just the NFC this year, the NFC East this year. Washington look good though, man. I gotta give them their credit. They're gonna be the team that Philly. I like Jaden Daniels. I think he was always talented. So him and Khalib is gonna be future real good quarterbacks. They're gonna be good. Just give them a minute. Washington gets some weapons and stuff. They look like they're serious. They like they serious the way they playing. But we're not saying New York.
Right.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm sorry. I said their name too much. Dallas, for real. I just like this. I'm sorry. Okay, we analysts on here. We sports people that talk, but on the fan part, I'm like Stephen A. Howdy. Yo, cool, yeah, cause you gonna see them, cool cat. You know some Cowboy fans right now, and they the worst, delusional. How y'all gonna talk now? Y'all like what they like? Two games
rats.
below 500.
They street rats. They street rats, or as Simone always called them, little boys.
Oh my God, man! And then they will argue why they losing. Philly ain't saying nothing. We talking.
And then leader, they'll turn back around and say, "Well, we got 5 rings to your 1."
You know what? Now, see, like I told you, I said, "Yo, my uncle, how many rings we got? Yeah, you get in the time machine and go tell us." Go get in the time machine. I said when y'all had a ring, okay, to Cowboy for that one. That was a great one, cool cat. You know what? Mm-hmm. For that one, you know when your last time y'all been to a Super Bowl, when last time y'all been, y'all won. So you last time y'all been, Tupac was still alive. All eyes was on him. Matter of fact, that was me against the world. He was trying to get out of jail when Tupac, Biggie Smalls was still here. Like only Tupac know how it felt when y'all won the suit. He not here. You gotta talk to dead people. You gotta talk to dead people. Oh God, that's how y'all feel. That's how y'all feel. Oh my God, what if the Eagle fans was coming back? Nah. How many NFL we talking about? We dominated, and we really want to talk. We was the only team to beat Lombardi in his prime in the Super Bowl. You want to talk? We don't care about that. We wanted to win a Super Bowl. You crazy? We was talking crazy when we was in the playoffs. When McNabb was in the Super Bowl, did y'all even make an appearance? Let's talk about that. We can go back to our other prime. Let's not even talk about the prime now with Jalen Hurts. Let's not even talk about the Carson Wentz prime. Let's not talk about that one. Let's talk about Donovan McNabb. Y'all wasn't messing with us then. We dominated. We was in 5 NFC championship games and made a Super Bowl appearance. When did y'all smell it? Did y'all smell it? Did y'all somehow smell the Super Bowl? I know it was bad. Why? Like when y'all sat at home, y'all wasn't mad because if Eagle fans watch y'all in the Super Bowl, we'd be mad because we was in the 90s seeing y'all win. We ain't like that. We would love beating y'all with Rodney Peete. I remember when we beat y'all when James Wilson was at linebacker. I remember, but y'all was dominated at the time. Oh, we ran over y'all. The new millennium, y'all ain't been nowhere.
Yep.
The
Hold
Newman
on,
in
leader.
there?
Before I continue, let you cook. Let me let you answer this
My bad.
question. Leader, do you think Quinyon will have multiple interceptions this Sunday?
I think soon is he's gonna get he's definitely gonna get some interceptions. I think soon it could be. I mean, he's playing Trevor Lawrence, right? So
Yeah.
this defense has been added. And what's been making it good is the defensive backs got speed, right? They got the speed. I mean, you could just see it. Like Kuke, when they rushing the passer and he throwing the ball, they can go run down the ball. You seen with the Jamar Chase? He ran.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase ain't no slowpoke. That is a speedster. He chased it down. You know how impressive that was, man. And Quinyon, remember he did the Mike Evans? Oh, we forget he's 6'5". Quinyon can jump a 40-inch vertical and run a 4.3. Are we crazy? Look, this is something. It's the most talented athletically, mentally. Well, I don't know about mentally, but I know athletically they are unbelievable. And I think he could. It's only a matter of time. I'm gonna say that. And we're gonna have a barbecue jag. Who want to eat some barbecue jag? Because they're not gonna win this game. Philly is locked in, and I think who the Jags got at receiver. I mean, it's possible. I'm gonna roll with you, my man. I'm gonna roll with you, and I'm gonna say I agree with that one. I'm gonna say yes. Who they got? He done shut down some of the best receivers in football. What's that? What's his name? What's his name? The guy that asked, what's his name? Okay. Dugout report. Got you. Dugout report. I'm with you. I say yes. I say now to think about it, because who they got? Who was a receiver? We talking about Mike Evans and Jamar Chase had problems. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel, man.
Yeah. It's out. Oh, it's Alex.
Oh, what's up, guy? What's up, Alex? Yeah,
Alex?
Alex. I definitely think, yeah, for sure.
Yep. So yeah. Oh, by the way, before we any game balls? Who you 3 offense, 3 defense? Who gets the game ball?
Oh, he gave me a 3. That was good because I was excited about this one, man. It was crazy. It's crazy in Philly. It was crazy everywhere. Everybody got happy feet. I'm telling you, Philly loved their performance. Yep. The clock bar too. I was going back and forth with the crowds. Everybody was stopping. They coming in the bars because they heard people hollering like Philly did it. Game balls, defense. I'm gonna get Zach Bond. He had 12 tackles. I'm not sleeping past this guy, man. I got all types of love for him. The Kobe Dean again. But dang, man. Dang, it's crazy. Okay, let me think. Because those are two. Man, Cooper DeJean. I'm gonna give Cooper it. Cooper got to get the third one because Cooper getting chased, man, as a slot. Like that was a listen. We gonna see what you about. That's what that was. Put Cooper on him. Let's see what he about. Because if he got that or not, Philly was still gonna win this game. Philly was still gonna if he got a break or whatever. Philly still was big enough to win this game. But the fact that he stopped him, man, Cooper has arrived.
Yeah.
On offense, Jalen is the first one. Crazy. I'm gonna say this again, man. Y'all crazy. Disrespect gotta stop. The disrespect gotta stop. This man goes and plays his heart out, says all the right things, everything. I think, I don't think he eat nothing bad. Well, he from Texas, yeah, or he eating like me. Yeah, he must be the perfect type of person.
Living his best life, leader. You see his fiance? He's living his best life.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm about to say he married. Yo, he just like the perfect. You know what he remind me of as an athlete in football? Grant Hill. Grant Hill was like the silver lining. He couldn't do no wrong. He couldn't. He just was. They were trying to make him the face. He was averaging triple doubles in Detroit when he was coming in. Co-rookie of the year with Jason Kidd. Man, Jalen Hurts. I ain't never seen. Of course, Mahomes to me is the face of football,
Yep.
right? But I'm gonna tell you like this. Let's just think. It's a lot of guys that are superstars. Jamar Jackson. I'm gonna give Henry his credit, man. Henry is good as hell. We talking about superstars. You know, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill. Okay, but none of them have the outlook. It's Mahomes and Hurts. That is it. Mahomes. Anybody get on? Oh, what are you talking about? This man had a 132 passer rating. All right, we talking about going against a team, and I said this. Remember, Cool Kid? I said, if they blow out, they can beat them. They can beat them, and I'm like, okay, it's cool. We looking like a team that can, the playoffs is coming, division even. You know what I'm saying? Okay, we got to beat this team. But I said, if they blow them out, Super Bowl.
Damn right.
Everybody say what you want. But if they do what they're supposed to do now, everybody like, oh, that Cincinnati ain't no. A team like Cincinnati can get up and get you. They got Joe Burrow. They got Jamar Chase. You talk about T. Higgins. You want to make excuses? Eagles couldn't make excuses. What? They was on as hard. A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith was out. Mm-hmm. Nah, we don't want to talk about that T. Higgins. They don't have, listen, this is a team that can beat you. It can beat you. They got players that Joe Burrows, they can beat you. And I say, if they can get a team like this who's going to be trying to be anxious to get a win, Joe going to want to win. Jamar going to want this win. They want to get back, they just, they like 3-4. So it's like, oh, they trying to get into that mode. They wanted it hard, and they tried to fight for it and couldn't get it because it started out close. Remember, they was going back and forth. They wanted this game, and Philly said, you know what? Nah, you must be crazy. You know who he is. Do it. That throws to AJ and Devontae. Oh my God! And you could tell he know Calcaterra because he was putting in spots, and Calcaterra was he was running. He reminded me of LJ Smith.
Yeah. So who's the other two?
It's kind of even because Smith and Brown had a game. But they was equally impact. But Brown is just so dominant. I'm gonna get Barkley because he had the 100 yards, man. You got to because he been a game changer. He been the game changer. Like when he's 100 yards or over, only against Atlanta's when we didn't win and we didn't have Brown. So what's my prediction for Sunday?
Yeah,
I got you, Steve. You know what? I'm gonna go there first. I'm gonna get the last two starts. The last two starts, Barkley and Fred Johnson. Johnson. Mm-hmm. Fred Johnson, man. Jesus Christ. It's hard to replace Lane. Okay. Prediction. I know they're gonna smoke them. And it's crazy, Steve. You asked that because I'm on the point where it's like I'm going high. And I've been trying to go high like since the Saints game, but the offense wasn't reeling yet. But they won. You know what I mean? Remember, I was predicting like 30 points every game. I'm going to say they beat them. I'm going for another 30 burger. Jake Elliott going to get his. And we talking about the Jags, right? What are we scared of?
Yeah, Jags.
I'm trying to
preview. Yep.
Like, what are we scared of? Like, so if I'm making a prediction, because we're not at that point where we was when we was winning, like we did against the Saints, or like by a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We're not at the point where we was playing Green Bay and the defensive chemistry wasn't there yet. Right. Putting Cooper in was a game changer. Jacoby Dean is playing way better than he even did the first three games. So this is a different defense. And then they're sacking people. They sacking people, man.
Yep.
They sacking people. It's a different defense because they're going to get to you. They're going to get to you now. Now I can see it. Like it's in there. And then Nick Sirianni, and I'm going to say, because I got to be real. Because I'm always truthful. Yeah, I supported Nick Sirianni. But it is also a change in Nick Sirianni. He's got more of, like, turned up. He's gotten turned up, man.
Yeah, he did.
He's gotten turned up. I can agree. I can agree. I mean, because think about it, Alex. What are they? Who are we talking about? I mean, I know they got ETN. Is he even playing? But for real, what am I saying their name? I'm listen. Cooper DeJean. What receiver? I'm not even talking about Quinion and Darius Slay. What receiver they got that can mess with that? We got 3 guys that can guard your number 1. I'm not. Slay is always gonna be my boy. I just ain't like when he went on Parsons' show. Slay is one of the best in the league. He was hurt, and boom, a little slow. Now he back at it. You still got CJ back there. Reed is the sliding killer. You sit there and throw the ball, Reed come out of nowhere. Like he is good at that, man. You know what I'm saying? But he playing good all game. But them big plays he made clutch play. I've never seen I'm thinking of an undrafted player we had that we got that played this good. Like undrafted. I'm serious. Like this dude he was even in the Super Bowl. Remember? Yeah. He made a play in the Super Bowl.
Yes. Yep.
Like 32-10. Yo, I go with that. I go with both the blowout scores, man. I just think there's nothing. I'm trying to be real. Now that they're where they at. If this was early in the season, I was making blowout calls, but I was like, I didn't know they was still down like this. I didn't know they still needed time to beat teams like this. But I'm like, this ain't gonna last long. This team is too talented.
Right.
It's only gonna be questions about the defense.
Right.
It's only gonna be questions about the defense, bro. Like that's the only thing you're gonna question because they're young and guys and came up. People questioning Jordan Davis. They tripping right now. He's young. This is his first time with the duo. He was starting last year. He's still a young guy that's got to get. He's not there yet, but he's gonna get there. And he's a guy that can still sack you. This dude has made plays. He's still a guy that can stop the run. Y'all want him to be Jalen Carter. They're 2 different players. He's more like Nagata with a pass rush. That's who he is. He's a big dude, clog up the middle. You can't run on him. They wanted to get more rushing, and he's rushed people. He's going to get there. You're going to see him be Jerome Brown. Everybody say what you want. Oh, John. No, he has the same talent. This man ran a 4.7 in the combine. This man was super oversized. We're talking about he's the size of Mekhi Becton playing the defensive tackle position, and he runs a 4.7. I seen him play. If you watch this man play at Georgia, and he was a really a high recruit, man, cool kid. He was like number 360. He wasn't even a high recruit. You go back and look at 247, put Jordan Davis, Google Jordan Davis 247. He is like 300 and something in the nation. Like Jalen Carter and all of them was top 10. Keely Ringo was number 4 in the nation. Eli Ricks was number 3. Okay, all right, then check that out. They got both of them on it. Nolan Smith was number 1 in the nation, number 1 recruit in the nation. Micah Parsons was trying to recruit him to Penn State. I definitely know the story about these boys. Dean was like a top 30. You know what I'm saying? He was at the top 30 recruit. Now these guys, do you know who you got? Like, do you know these guys? Jordan Davis exceeded expectations. Just like Saquon Barkley wasn't that strong at first when he got recruited in Penn State. Saquon all of a sudden started leg pressing 600, bro. Like, it was crazy. He wasn't that fast. He started working hard. Like, this dude was a worker. He's a different dude. And he's a gentleman. I think it's good to have him in the locker room because you got Jalen Hurts. So when you got a guy like Barkley, it can calm AJ Brown down. You know, when AJ Brown was getting all hype, I wasn't worried about it. They best friends.
Right.
Y'all was talking all that, man. These boys are best friends. They can get into it. This is not death. I hate you. Are you crazy? They're football players. He wants the ball. And he could talk to his best friend. Y'all tripping. Y'all think they was going to let that? Are you tripping? And then they went behind closed doors. Howie Roseman, Jalen, AJ, we're going to pay you. We're going to pay you. Devontae, we're going to pay you. It made AJ Brown the highest paid receiver in history before Justin Jefferson took it.
Right.
In history. Never heard of that number coming in the Eagles. I never heard of that. So that's crazy. Like, soon, the thing I want to say about, I said the prediction, but I want to put this on this note. The defense is going to be the one to start impressing people. Like we talking about the offense, we know what they got. They ain't even played their best. Like they still are not together. This is 7 games. Remember, I said this 7 games. The 8 games when you're gonna start seeing pop, 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 pop. Now you start. I mean, now we're gonna see. Ooh, Ravens. Y'all lost to the Browns. Ooh. Ooh. Jameis Winston beat the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Like cool, okay, like any given Sunday, this and that. They was on the Eagles. Oh, I'm not really impressed with that. How impressed were y'all with the Browns? And the Eagles are surging. Yeah, they surging. They surging. They after the game, look at them. If people they talking, they laughing with each other. After the game, they look together. It's just something you see in this locker room that you didn't see last year. It's something you really see. Like they really love each other. And C.J. Gardner-Johnson is a game changer mentally for the whole locker room. If your people ain't seeing it, people want to play in that secondary because C.J. Gardner-Johnson plays so hard and he amps them on. That's why C.J. Gardner-Johnson almost got an interception from Quinyon. He took that from Quinyon. Okay, that's what happened. But that's what it. C.J. Gardner-Johnson got an interception because of Cooper. Was it? Well, Isaiah Rodgers was getting one. Isaiah Rodgers and Cooper, right there, like they're together. Something that the secondary wasn't last year. RIP, I guess, to James Bradbury. I don't know how man. Has anybody seen my boy James Bradbury, man?
I haven't seen him.
He ain't gonna see him either. Special teams captain. That's what you're gonna be, right? What they gonna do? And then you got Isaiah Rodgers at 4. He looked like he can still run with people. He did pretty good. It was good to see him out there. He running fast. Bradbury is out of here. I said, listen, they're gonna keep him. For one, they paid him too much money to just let it go, right? Unless you can get a trade. They was trying to trade him, right? They had love for him, but it just wasn't working out. That's why they drafted. You know, it is what it is. But listen, they got their cornerbacks for the future, and we don't know Slay. Slay gonna definitely retire Eagle. That's what he wants to do, and it's either this year or next year, just last year. I predict 2 more years for Slay. He already sees they wanted him to teach Quinyon. They wanted him mentally. Quinyon respects him. It's a great thing going on right now because whatever y'all think about Slay is a pro. He's one of the best. He's good. And then you talk about him giving his love to Quinyon, and Quinyon's soaking that in. He's soaking it in. And it's making him a better player, learning from Slay. So it's gonna be soon gone. The number 2 guy, I've been saying it. Kid Lee Ringo.
He did say that.
And it's all set. He did a hell of a camp. Like he had a hell of a camp. He had a hell of a camp. But they want to hold him back right now. You know, you still had Bradbury there. You still got Rodgers. You still got Slay. They want to keep him. They recognize Keeley. They recognize Keeley. Soon they got a 6'2" guy that run another 4.39. Sorry. Who gonna run with these boys in the future? Who gonna run with them? Keeley Ringo was the dude who intercepted the ball to make them win their second championship in Georgia. Took it to the house. This man can run with anybody. He's 6'2", and he's taller than everybody over there. Quinyon 6'1", Cooper 6'1", and then you got 6'2". It's crazy, man. I like this team. Sidney Brown, I don't know what's going on. I'm interested to see because he's hyped up. I mean, I'm telling you, Cougar, that might be the wild card where we don't sign Reed. It just I don't think he's proved it. And I think we got Reed for 2 more years. I think they should sign Reed. One of them gonna be gone. And I think Brown gonna be good with anybody he gets with. I think Brown got the talent. He was hella good in college, man. He was real good. Zach Bond was great in college. I watched the Big Ten, man. I'm a Penn State fan. I remember seeing them guys play, Brown play. Cooper. Oh my God, Cooper was hella good in college, man. He was retarded. How did that happen? First off, forget if you think Quinyon is which was a bad movie, should have been a top 10 pick. Think he's a top 20 second round? Ooh, y'all some stupid GMs. Thank you though. Yep. Thank you so much, man. That is crazy, Cooper. Jeremiah Trotter is a second round pick at lowest. To get him and Ringo, those are two picks that are not being talked about. Him and Ringo. Ringo was looked at as a late first round pick. He was looked at as a late. Philadelphia brought him in for a visit and was thinking about drafting him where they drafted Nolan Smith. You know what I'm saying? They was thinking about drafting Nolan Smith at 10. Somebody stupidly let Nolan Smith fall to 30. Like that was it. If Jalen Carter didn't fall to 10, they were thinking about Nolan Smith. But they took the chance on, okay, Carter was number 1. So, man, I just like this team where it's at, especially because they're young. These guys ain't old. I mean, that was the thing about 2018 that was kind of bad, cool kid. It was we had LeGarrette Blount, Jay Ajayi, but think about it. Jay Ajayi was getting hurt. He was kind of hard to keep him healthy, and he was having those problems even with Miami. And so LeGarrette Blount was older. Chris Long was older. Timmy Jernigan was a little hurt. He was getting hurt a lot. They all had mouths on them though. But they played the lead, and it was a deep team. Not a team, people that had rings on their team, 2018. But yeah, now they're young. You got Hurts, Brown's not there. He's the vet, but he's in his prime.
Yeah,
it's like this team could be. This is the team I still think could dethrone Kansas City. I think it's time now. Now it's time. It's the shit talking is about to begin.
Yeah.
I mean, could they be 14-3? Am I changing my 13-4? Yep. And playing like this, listen, that proved it. They proved they can shut you up when they need to shut you up, and they got the players to do it. Like they didn't have to blow them out to be an impressive win for me. You just know where they're at now. Like they're not Super Bowl. They're just a playoff team, and then you're like, okay, how good can they get? But man, yeah.
Yep. So salute to everybody for rocking with us, man.
Well, about these Eagles, man. Listen, man, this is. I was waiting for this time.
Yep, I know, and we gave it. Salute to you, leader, man. Salute to you, bro.
Out of here, man. Man, I love y'all, man. This is. Lord, this was the one. Like this is what the Eagle fans been waiting for. All the naysayers, that's Eagle fans, diehards, but look at this team. This is gonna be a future team. I mean, these ain't guys that Cooper ain't got an extension yet, and Cooper is he's good as a rookie. Quinyon, Jalen Carter ain't even got extensions yet, man. We talk, are you crazy? They gave Landon them and all that. That's crazy. Nolan Smith ain't got no extension. N'Kobe Dean ain't got no extension. Zach Bond, like they gonna have to give him some money soon. They gonna cut the check on Zach. They gonna cut the check, but they ain't gonna let him ride like TJ Edwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yep. So, all right, y'all, we're gonna wrap up here, and we're gonna get leader out of here, and I gotta get my old butt to bed. So at the end of the day, y'all, thanks for rocking with me and Leader for Broad Street Blitz Take at night.
Yo.
Get you any final words, Leader, before we wrap up?
Watch the game, man. Bird gang, 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 man. Fly, Eagles, fly, baby.
Let's go. Peace.